Alright, so this one is. Oh, that light is not great, but it lights is good. So, this one's for the trans girls that don't like injections, haven't tried injections, aren't sure about injections, or just want to think of a different way to inject. So, um, my injecting stuff is here. I inject. I personally inject. What is it? Milligrams? Milliliters? Point 1.5 is what I'm going up to today. I was at 0.14 and it seemed like right before my injections I was having a dip in mood. Oh, that's what's going on right now. That makes sense. Well, that explains why today sucks. But anyways, I think I need a little more estrogen. And as far as I'm aware, I'm one of very few, or potentially the only one, who injects in the method that I do. I took that out too early, but that's fine. So, what you want to do is open your alcohol wipe, clean off your bottle, and then I switch between left and right, and my phone's telling me it's the left today. So I just clean the whole area, because I will forget if I just clean a little spot. So I just clean the whole thing. And then I set this on my little needle pouch. And we grab the syringe, grab our 20 gauge draw needle. Hopefully you can read that. These are really nice needles. The syringes I have aren't what I would prefer to have, but I reordered during COVID. I know it's kind of hard to get stuff, so this is what I've been using since I got a bulk order of these. It's probably going to be a year before I can get the nonprofit set up and the website and everything, but I know there's a foundation out there that gets injectable stuff to individuals that are disadvantaged and can't get it. So there are some people out there helping with that, but I would like to order stuff in mass bulk and get it to all the trans girls in need, because and trans men, can't forget trans men. It's just hard. Transition is it's really hard. I was lucky enough to have a lot of privilege and a lot of wealth that I had obtained myself. Like, I wasn't a crazy rich person, but I had a significant amount of assets when I went into transition, and I'm just drawing out the liquid. I'm going to talk to you instead of show you what to do, but you can just hang out with me. It's just our injection chat. I forgot what I was saying. I'm totally not a stoner. I don't know what any of you were talking about. So, I always draw like way more than I need, and then I let the air bubble work itself up because I'm weird and I don't want to inject air bubbles in me. I don't put it in a vein or anything. This is what is it? I don't know how to say the full word. Sub-Q injection. Subcutaneous, maybe? I don't know. But, alright, the bubble's all the way up. So now I'm just going to slowly push down until I get to 1.5, which is around there. I can't actually see. Oh, I got really close. .15 or 0.15 milliliters. Now you want to make sure that the tip is way up in the jar, and then you take and draw air to get all the estradiol down into the syringe. Remove this, set it aside because you're done with it. And what I like to do to unscrew it is actually take I don't like have one of those little needle things either. I just throw it away with the wrapper on it. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but it all goes to a fucking landfill where it gets run over by like a 100,000-pound smisherator. So I don't think anyone's gonna get herpes from my blood. She has herpes. Yeah, I have fucking herpes. So does like everybody. But in other news, let's fucking stab ourselves with this little baby needle. See that little fucker? That's what we got. It's really no big deal. But I know it's a stab raider, and stab raiders are scary at first. So, now I got my needle in, and I need to get all this air out. So you just slowly push it. And if you've got a lot of air bubbles, which I really don't, you can do that cool shit that the nurses do. I probably have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm really good at faking it or whatever. Yeah, I've been doing this for like over 4 years. So, almost there. Now watch the tip of the needle. Oh, there we got our first little droplet. Once you got a little droplet, I actually use the droplet to lubricate the needle. Apparently I can't zoom in and out. And I can't really get any of you closer, so I like to just go a couple inches away from the belly button, squish up the skin or fat. Really, you want to inject it into fat. I've only ever injected my tummy because I'm scared of injecting around muscles because of how active I am. And I always pick a spot between hair follicles. And I just set that little drop of oil down on my skin off the tip, and then I put the tip against my skin. You can just like stab it quick, and it's really not that bad, but I'm a pussy, so I actually spin it in that oil and push a little, and then I'm through. And once you're through, it's no big deal. Then I push it at a 45-degree angle all the way in. Make sure you're not in any scar tissue or anything. And then I just slowly start pushing. And this is how you inject the most powerful drug known to humankind. Testosterone's pretty equal. Progesterone too. But it's one of them. It certainly beats heroin. Not that I've ever tried heroin, but alright, so let's talk about when I inject. I inject 3 times a week because I'm extremely susceptible to hormonal mood swings. So I inject Tuesdays at 2 p.m. I'm about a half hour late for it, but whatever. And then I inject Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Sunday at 6 a.m., which is a little chaotic, but it keeps my estrogen curve not flat. It's pretty much impossible to have a perfectly flat one, but very close to flat, and it's worked really well for me, so right there. Can you see that? It's no big deal, and I just take the alcohol swab after, wipe it up. It's like nothing even happened. So, yeah, I inject every 56 hours. Is it a lot? Yeah, it's a lot, but it also stabilized my mental health quite a bit, and I was just looking for anything I could possibly do to make myself more stable, and there's my tits. Yeah, these are... Oh, that's everything. That's the whole me. So anyways, I was looking for anything to help stabilize my mental health, and this definitely helped. It didn't make everything perfect. I still needed a lot of therapy and a lot of learning, but this helped. And I'm pretty fucking gorgeous, and you can be too. Not that you're not right now, but if you want to have curves, or I don't know how it works with testosterone. I think you can only inject testosterone, so maybe you're looking for an easier way to inject. There's a lot of reasons to do what I do. And you can start with twice a week. I was twice a week for the first 3, maybe 3.5 or 4 years. Depends on where I'm at right now. I don't know. I don't understand time. But coming up on 10 minutes, so I think it's about time I shut the fuck up. I don't know. I like doing this on camera because I think that it's something that isn't shown enough. I know 5 years ago or whatever, when I started, it was hard for me to find a video. And I think watching a cute, silly girl stab herself with a little sliver of metal might make it easier for everybody else. And I'm happy to answer your questions. So, yeah, if you're thinking about switching to injections, let me know. I only do estradiol valerate and progesterone. I don't take any blockers. I don't do any of that stuff. And this is what I am left with after all my hard work. I'm pretty happy with it.